Actually, my first girlfriend, I took her on a date,
Right.
and I did the same thing. I rented out the Staples Center.
Okay.
We went up to the top row,
Yeah.
watched Titanic on the
big screen?
Yeah.
What's the biggest surprise you've ever had?
A romantic dinner on a rooftop.
It still hurts, even after all these years. Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez, Hollywood's most unforgettable young couple, might have called it quits, but the emotional interviews they left behind are eternal. From the start, Justin made it a point never to embarrass Selena. Even when teenage fame could have turned things awkward, he protected her heart like it was his own.
How are you and Selena able to see each other?
Sometimes it's, we gotta take the back exits and do different things. But I never make her separate from me because I don't want her to ever feel like I'm ashamed of her. Because I feel like that a lot of guys do that, especially in the business. They don't want to be seen with the girl, so they'll make them ride in separate cars and do all that getaway stuff.
And when asked, what drew him to Selena? Justin didn't hesitate. His answer melted hearts. Thoughtful, sweet, and mature beyond his years, he saw something in her no one else did. Something genuine.
I'm all about really genuine people. And I feel like she's one of the most genuine people. She just has a good heart, and I can talk to her about anything.
Their most romantic date, still living rent-free in Justin's head, the spark wasn't just media fluff. It was real, deep, and unforgettable.
We had dinner in the middle of the Staples Center, and then after, we watched Titanic on the big screen in the Staples Center.
Was she impressed?
She was very impressed.
Was she impressed as the rest of the world?
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely, yeah.
That's what made people root for them. This wasn't just a Hollywood fling, it was love in its rawest form. And fans felt every bit of it.
She's a great woman, and I love her to this day.
But here's the painful truth. Words don't always match actions. And in their case, the what could have been lingers louder than what actually was.
We started together, right? So it's like we're gonna finish it together. You know what I mean?
The year it all ended, and nothing's been the same. In a world where people beg for closure, Justin and Selena gave us nostalgia and heartbreak instead. He once said things could have worked if timing and fate had been kinder.
You worried that maybe you met her too early?
Yeah, I wrote a song, actually, it didn't make the album, but it was called If I Would Have Met You in 5 Years. It's just like, how true is that? How many people go through life and end up meeting someone and it's just feels so right, but it's just the wrong time?
That's why fans can't let go. Every smile, every glance from interviews like this keeps hope alive that maybe, just maybe, they'd find their way back.
Justin, are you gonna propose to Selena Gomez? You guys make a really good couple. I see that smile.
When they were still good, you couldn't stop them. They lit up every room. Even the tiniest gesture spoke volumes. Selena once talked about noticing everything Justin did, and her words weren't just sweet, they were soaked in admiration.
Everybody wants to cut it. I want to cut his hair.
Let's do it.
Yeah, you're with him.
We
you
can use our vampire
You have like a
powers.
45-second conversation, and it's like, and I'm like, why are you doing that?
Even when struggling, they found comfort in memories. In February 2018, months before Justin married Hailey, he still opened up about special moments with Selena. Imagine that. Still on his mind, till the very end.
Is your Valentine gonna be Selena?
Probably. No, she is.
And don't forget, after one of their breakups in 2015, Justin stayed locked in, watching, caring. He saw her Met Gala insecurities and didn't just comfort her behind closed doors. He went public. In an interview, he called her gorgeous. That wasn't PR, that was real.
Vera Wang, 2015 Met Gala. I fluctuate a lot with my weight, and I remember this night specifically, I didn't feel good about my body.
Hey, Selena looked gorgeous at the Met Ball.
He wasn't afraid to confess it. Selena was always on his mind. Even when they weren't together, his words painted her like a masterpiece he couldn't stop admiring.
When you write music, what inspires you the most? What inspires me the most when I write music? Probably my ex-girlfriend.
And that's what made his music so raw. Every track was a window into his feelings, songs shaped by whether she was in or out of his life. She was the melody, the muse.
Is there a song that is a response to The Heart Wants What It Wants? Did you ever think about that?
No.
Will there be?
Because you're not
I
done
think
yet.
a lot of my inspiration comes from her.
Just look at the songs. They weren't vague. They were about her.
You said that 3 of the songs on this record are about Selena. What do you mean?
Sorry, a little bit. Mark my words.
Your first love,
100%.
it's like your first love you never forget.
He didn't just write about her while broken up. Imagine what he created while they were in love. Some songs we'll never hear. Selena knew this too and had her own favorites. Then came that Ellen interview. Ellen grilled Justin hard about whether he'd ever get back with Selena, and his answer left fans breathless. He said they were working on themselves, healing, growing. And even if they didn't end up together, he just wanted her to find happiness. Who says that about their ex? That's not just love. That's soulmate level stuff. Their chemistry when they were younger? Unreal. Every laugh, every glance, pure magic. Even when Selena was shown an old clip of Justin from 2009, she knew he hadn't changed. That spark? Still there. Selena knew the real Justin before the fame, before the chaos. And when she heard those old clips, it was like she time traveled back to the moment she fell for him. Their love was innocent, sincere, the kind of love untouched by the industry storm that would later try to break them. Selena had her own moments too. Her interviews said it all, those little smiles when his name came up. She didn't need to say much. The feelings were written all over her face. Before they were even official, they talked about each other like they were already falling. And maybe they were. Fireworks, tension, longing. It was straight out of a teen drama. But of course, not everything was perfect. That age gap, it haunted Selena in early interviews. Even though they were barely a year apart, she kept calling herself older, like she had to justify being with him. Nerves? Probably. But the love? So real it scared her. Once they went public, though, everything changed. The interviews became even sweeter. They became the couple everyone rooted for. Even kids were obsessed. And when Selena got the chance to interview Justin herself, instant classic. You could see how deeply they understood each other. Every word, every glance, every giggle. At one point, she even mentioned Beyonce just to mess with him. Because that's what soulmates do. They tease, they laugh. They know each other's hearts. And the ending of that interview, oh, come on, Justin kissed her cheek and Selena blushed like it was their first date. Adorable didn't even begin to cover it. Selena fired back with compliments of her own. They were clearly obsessed with each other. Justin couldn't stop gushing. He even said he counted her as one of his blessings. That's not PR. That's personal. Even when things got messy, he never disrespected her. He spoke gently, even about trying to remove her tattoo, and in one brutal moment of honesty, he admitted it. He might never get over her. That's the kind of heartbreak that stays with you, because no matter how many songs he wrote or how many interviews he gave, he always circled back to Selena. You don't just walk away from a love like that, especially when there's no real closure, no goodbye that feels final. And Selena, she admitted it too. She still cared, still loved, maybe not out loud, but enough to make the world feel it. Justin, meanwhile, confessed that he ignored those emotions, pushed them down, and now he regrets it. He once got visibly jealous seeing her with someone new, but it wasn't the bitter kind. It was soft, sad, the kind that says, she was mine once, and I let her go. But he still admired her, even through the heartbreak. So maybe Justin and Selena didn't get the fairy tale ending, but what they did leave behind is something stronger. Interviews filled with raw emotions, nostalgia, love, loss, and fans will never forget, because some first loves never really end. From smiles to tears, from interviews to silence, Justin and Selena gave us a story we'll never stop replaying. And deep down, maybe they're still doing the same.